What's up, guys? It's your boy Fix It Daniel, and yes, we are back for round 3. We're going for part 3 on trying to get back on this bike. We got a little bit more we got to do. We got a little bit more we got to fix. We got to see if we can get this carburetor to run and everything. So let's see what we can do by getting this all set, and hopefully we'll be able to get it fixed. Maybe we'll have to go and order a whole new carburetor, but we're just going to find out together. So let us get into this and see what is going on with this bike. Let's get it. Okay guys, so we're back. We're still working on this. We're having a little bit of issues, but it's always a step process. This is actually going really quite well, actually. Got it started the last time, and you guys saw me riding it. Still bogging down and dying, but I think it's because my fuel air mixture is actually giving a problem, and I found a solution for that. So let me show you what I found. Alright guys, so this is my mixture screw that I just took out. It was really hard because as you see, it has this little indentation. It was actually like one big square piece. It was actually a tiny little square piece, and then I cut it so I could fit a flathead. Well, what happened is it broke because it was very thin metal. Wasn't a whole lot of room to play with. It worked for a little bit, but then it kind of fell flat on its face. So I was trying to figure out how, because this is the issue I think is causing the bike not to run correctly, is I couldn't get this air mixture screw quite set. I could only do the throttle and a little bit of this, and it wasn't really working with me well. Well, I found a solution now. Thanks to the people at Cycle Gear, I thought of an idea of getting this last night. I was actually trying to research this online, and lo and behold, Cycle Gear sells this. This is an air mixture screw kit. This is actually universal. Normally when I was looking online, I saw these for like dirt bikes and like ATVs and stuff like that. So I wasn't for sure if this was actually going to fit, but I went to go pick it up and it actually fits. It's the screw type on this is a little bit shorter, but I think this is going to work. And it also has little number notches to let us know what position of turns we have. So this will be a game changer, and I won't have to worry about sticking a flathead or a Phillips head down in there. I can just turn it with this because it's really long. So we're going to put this in the bike, and we're going to get this bike tuned. Hopefully, we might even take it for another run again, and we'll try and see if we can get this to go. So let's get over to the bike, and let's get this installed. Alright guys, so just to get a little closer so you guys can see what I'm doing, there's the hole, which is right here. That's the hole where the mixture screw went, and there's a spring inside, and then this is the actual piece. It's got the little notch numbers on it, same type of screw, same length. These threads is a little shorter than the original one, but I don't think it's going to be a big deal. So without further ado, stick this in the hole, and what we're going to do is we're going to turn this down until we get to where it bottoms out, and then we will see how tight it is. Here, let me change hands real quick. So it's actually screwing in quite well, and this is actually going to work because this will be really easy for us to do our adjustments. I can do it on the fly without actually having to stick a Phillips head down or something like that. It'll stick out far enough to where I can do the mixture really quickly and fast. So that's a cool trick too. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna turn this down. We're gonna ever so slightly just get it nice and snug, and then outside, and then we will try to do our adjustments and get this all set. So let's beat this back together and get this outside. Okay guys, we got this all nice and buttoned back up. So we got this set to the 1 as tight as we could. Don't want to go too tight, and I want to strip it, but I got it nice and snug. So there's a 1. I guess we can use that as our setting, kind of like an angle of turns. So we're going to try and see how it feels and starts with it just being at that 1 closed. That way we can work our way back and make our adjustments. Let's see how it does. Here we go. Give it a few turns. Okay, so that's closed. So now what we're going to do is we're going to make our revolutions turns. So we got it here on the 1, and we're going to do, see if you can see it, we're going to do like a two turn. We're going to do little turns at a time. So 1, 2, 3, and then let's just see where the 4 goes. Okay, may have to open it up some more. Oh, hold on, I don't got my run button on. I keep forgetting that. Here, let's do one more turn. And okay, it's getting close. A few more turns. Okay, we'll do a few more turns. We'll do like another few more. So so right now it's at 4. We're gonna turn it out some more. So we'll do another 1. And let's see what happens when we do like a 2.5 turn. All right, here we go. Okay. All right, so still got a little ways to go. Let's get it all the way to another 4. And let's try right there. Okay. All right, that's still pretty low. So let's do another revolutions of 4 turns. And let's try right there. All right, let's make our idler screw to give us a little bit of a hand. All right, let's try this. All right. Okay. All right, there we go. Turn it down just a little bit. All right, let's give it some throttle. Trying to get it to where the wheel won't move, but it's running kind of low. Getting there, sort of. So you still got to mess with this just a little bit more. All right, that's a little high. All right, we're getting there. All right. Sounds pretty good. Wheel's not moving. We'll try this and see if this works. We'll come right back. Well, guys, we're back. I had to pull it inside because I tried getting it tuned and I ran out of gas. So I gotta go get some gas and put it in there. But it ran. It's pretty good. Still gotta mess with the fuel air mixture. I think it was kept bogging in and out because it was running out of gas. I didn't realize it. I'm sitting here revving it and taking it for a spin and trying to tweak it, and I didn't even think about the gas. So it's a little low, even though it's not like on E, but I did use a lot of gas, and that's a pretty big tank under there, surprisingly. So supposedly you can go like 100 miles on that one tank. So we'll try to get some more fuel in it, and we'll try to get it running. But again, for you guys to show you, but man, it runs really good and it rides really good. Got the speed, the mixture, the pull. It's really good. Just need to get it sitting idle, so that way it'd be a lot more easier to work on. That way it could run pretty good. So I've been sitting on it and like tweaking it and adjusting as I'm sitting. So like I'm almost like I'd be sitting at idle. I don't want it to die as I'm sitting, while I'm sitting idle, because that's where some people have had issues where they're riding it, they're sitting at idle, and blah, it dies. And that's the last thing you want, is your bike to die when you got cars and cars behind you and you have to get out of the way and let them go. So I want to get that down pretty good, and then once we get some full gas in there, I might pour some maybe some octane or something to help make it run a little more better. But once we get more gas in there and fill it up completely, we'll do another adjustment. Start it up again, let it run idle, mess with the set screws, the mixture screw, kind of get it kind of good. Sit there for a few minutes, let it idle. Take it for a spin, come back, sit, let it idle. Just keep doing that until I finally get it perfected where it won't die or act like it's going to die or something like that. So that way we know for sure that if I took this out and sat at a light or something, it wouldn't just die on me. So I'll bring some tools with me so I can make my adjustments and stuff like that. But as long as it doesn't die on me sitting at idle, I think we're pretty much good. So once we get it pretty perfected, like really perfected to where it's actually running and it starts every time and it runs every time, and I don't have to keep messing with the mixture screw and the throttle screw, then we'll put it all back together. We're taking on a nice good ride. Hopefully we won't have to walk it back. And then that's where we're going to go with the next step. So let me go get some more gas. We'll fill it up, and then we'll let you guys see it. Hopefully we can get it set right, and then we'll take it for a spin. So let's go do that. As you see, ooh, what's this go to? Let's find out. Oh, more hoses. What did we do? Well, we went ahead and did the emissions delete. A lot of people in the video were talking about getting rid of the emissions to help with the pressure. I'm sorry that I did not do a step-by-step video, but I'm very good at explaining. So what we did was we got rid of the emissions, which this is right here. It was a tube that was running under here that I took off, and it was all hanging up right up here. And then there was a hose going in to here and here, which I plugged. And the only one that's going to stay is this crankcase vent that goes into the throttle box, the air box. Actually, I got to tighten that back down. Actually, I probably should have waited. But so basically what we did was we had, instead of me some people cut this off, drilled it, or put some bolts, or some people welded it and screw and grind it down. I don't have a grinder. I don't have a welder. So I just basically took the end, which was actually like this. So I just basically took the straight piece right before it bent, and I got a hacksaw. So I got an electric hacksaw, and I hacksawed it down. And I went to the store and got like a little end piece, and now it's secure. So now we should have good pressure, so everything should work pretty good. So I did take this off and relash it, the intake, the exhaust was actually too tight to where the 0.5 filler gauge would not fit. So I relashed it. Now it fits perfectly, and I just checked the top intake too. It was a little draggy, so I just rechecked it and made sure got it set pretty good, and I think we're good now. So now we're gonna bolt this back up. I think the carburetor is just crappy. It's a generic. It came with the bike. I think this carburetor is just complete garbage. I just think it's just you can't adjust the little needle. And I did put the mixture screw, aftermarket mixture screw, which works really well. But I think we're just going to replace it. With when we replace this, we're going to take this out and use it on the new one, so we got a better screw. So we're going to go ahead and get this all bolted back up, try and start it, and hopefully it should run a lot better and start better. So we'll see what we can do. Alrighty, we're going to take our tool, get it nice and tight. Hopefully this works. This thing's kind of having like a back and forth love-hate thing going on here. But we'll get her straight. Alright, one last screw here. Alright, now roll it out and see if it works, hopefully. Alright guys, so we're back. I tried getting it running and it just won't go. I think because with me de-restricting the EGR valve and trying to make it a little better, and with this carburetor not being the best, it's just a cheap carburetor that just probably got thrown into the bike just to get it to run. It doesn't have any adjustment for the needle on the diaphragm. It's stuck in one position. I could try and do the spacer thing that everybody usually does, but really and honestly, it's just not gonna make it. So I think what really I'm gonna have to do is either do one or two things. Either change the jets, because I think the jets are on the lowest level just to get the bike to run and run kind of smooth but no power. And it's probably really small, so it's not giving it enough fuel. The carburetor is probably just not the best carburetor. That's why a lot of people, when they get these bikes, they upgrade a lot of things, mainly the carburetor and a few other things that just get thrown together and pieced together because they just put it together, ship it, and stuff like that. Not knocking it as bad, it's just that it may work and run if you keep it OEM the same way you got it when you keep it out of the crate. But if you're trying to up it and get more performance, like we're trying to do that, we have to upgrade everything. And I was really hoping just to get the bike to run so we could take it around for a spin, get it kind of going pretty good, but I think the bike is just not going to let us with this, the way the carburetor is set. No matter how much adjustments and screws I make, with that throttle body, or with that carburetor needing a vacuum, and we took away the vacuum, I think that's the reason why it's not going to work. So we got some ideas, we got some plans. We were planning on big boring this bike, so it comes with a kit with everything that we need: cam, better carburetor, exhaust, all that stuff. I think we're in with ignition, spark, the whole shebang. I think we're just going to go ahead and stop where we're at, call it a quit for right now. Not quitting the getting to where it is, but just stop. We'll order the whole kit, and we'll come back. We'll change the carburetor out before we do the big bore kit, get everything set, get the carburetor set, maybe even have a bit nicer, bigger jets when it gets here. Maybe go order jet kit, so that way we can change out the jets whenever we need to, and then we'll go from there. But guys, we got it running. You've seen a lot of me tearing this apart, trying to get this together and get this smooth and get it going. And we got it running for a little bit, and then it just died. And now it won't stay running unless I take the hose from the crank and put it right into the carburetor. It'll stay running, but the moment I give it throttle, it just dies because the I don't know. So I'm gonna do some more research. I'm gonna do some more stuff. We are not giving up. You've never seen me give up. I've always end up getting something that I've tried to get fixed. So just gonna have to be a little bit more patient. But guys, thank you so much for on this journey, this new step. This is just something new. It's my brother's bike. It's not mine. I just wanted to add something different to the channel while I'm waiting on the stuff for the car. And, you know, just try it. You know, it's kind of fun. It's a little quirky. It's an inexpensive piece. So, you know, it's just something to tinker around with. And my brother couldn't get it, and I didn't have the time at the time, so why not? But guys, thank you so much. If you guys that have not checked out my stuff, please go down, like and subscribe. If you have not followed me, please follow me on Instagram at FixItDaniel. Show your support. Got comments, questions. I always love hearing. I always love answering whenever I can. Whenever you guys need something, I'm usually there for you. So you guys are there for me, and by giving me love and support, I'm going to give it right back to you by helping you out with your fix. So guys, thank you so much. I'm going to go and do some more research, and we'll be back. So until then, guys, you guys have a good, blessed day, and I'll see you on the next fix.